Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some updates for you and I'm gonna do some ceramic coating. First off, I'll show you what products I'm using. I ceramic coated my wheels earlier with 2 coats of Carpro DLUX. This is like your main protection against brake dust and like the elements. And then this, I put 1 coat, a top coat of gliss on. Same thing, it's from Carpro. Let me see if, there you go. This helps with, it's the top coat that helps with like water beading and will help prevent water spots, which is a ceramic coating's worst nightmare, is water spots. But kind of just going over today, I'm not an expert at all, but just gonna go over ceramic coating, and it is pretty easy. A lot of these companies like this make it easy for the consumer to do the coating themselves. And I've done 6 sets of wheels now with a couple different coatings. This is my first time using these 2, and it's pretty easy, but the product that you get afterwards is amazing. The water just beads off. It's easy to keep your wheels clean. Same with the paint on your car. So I'm going to actually this time coat my new suspension for my new project. These are Icon Stage 2 coilovers for the front and shocks for the rear. So I'm gonna coat these with the Carpro DLUX, just 1 coat, just to try and keep them nice with the salt and stuff. So we'll kind of go over that. I'll show you the process and go from there. So how easy it is. This is what they give you in the kit. It's just a little suede applicator pad. They also give you a block and stuff, but when you're doing intricate things like shocks and stuff, which normally people don't do, but you're doing wheels or something, it's easier just to hold it in your fingers and kind of get in between. And a little bit of product goes a long way for this stuff. So the first thing I'm gonna do before I even do this is clean off the surface. I'm gonna take some, you can either use like alcohol wipe product like isopropyl alcohol, or you can use this stuff. It's called Carpro Eraser. I'll put the link in the description. It's pretty much, it just strips all the oils and stuff off of it. So I'm gonna spray these down and wipe them off just to make sure they're perfectly clean, so the coating has a good point to stick to. And all I'm gonna do for these is just do the ends because they're billet, and then the shock body is also aluminum, just to keep them nicer. My Kings got on the truck got pretty bad from the salt, so these I'm just gonna do just to make sure that if I can get another year of them looking like new, I'm down for that. And then for the shocks, I'm just gonna spray the rag, get easier, wipe them down. And I'm just gonna do a quick coating. I'm not gonna, like the wheels and stuff, I try to do perfect, but these I'm just going to do a quick wipe down. They're under the truck, so you'll never really see them. That's the other thing. I'm not gonna show what these are going on yet. If you follow me on Instagram, you might find out what they are for. Well, you will know. I let it out on Instagram, but if not, if you want to be surprised, you can just wait and see what they are for. Alright, so after you get them stripped down, you can then start applying your coatings. So I'm gonna open the bottle. And then you need a coating removal towel, which I'll show you in a second. Just gonna clean off. It has some crusty residue from drying. The stuff, once it dries, it gets all crusty, so I just try to keep the bottle clean. So first, I like to use, the rag has like a side that says Carpro on it. That's the, I call that the front, so I can remember where I'm at. That's the biggest thing with ceramic coatings, is you gotta keep organized to know where you're at in the process. And then I just put about 6 drops in the middle of the towel just to get it primed, and then hold the shock body up and just, you can kind of see it'll make it, the finish, glossier wherever you've been. It's easier to tell on this black part, but just kind of wipe it along, and I keep spinning the shock. Can't really mess up putting it on, so I'll put it on there, and then the last part I'll wipe it on the top here. And it doesn't matter if it gets on the rubber, it's not going to hurt it. And these are, at the end of the day, these are just shocks, so give it a second to start. Most of them, they say they flash within a minute, so I'll give it some time here to start flashing. So then you just take your coating removal towel. This towel is junk once you're done. You got to throw it away. But you take your coating removal towel and you just wipe it flat, they call it. So when you put the coating on, you can get different levels, like they call them high spots. So what you're doing now is just leveling it. You're not wiping it off. It absorbed into the material. You're just wiping it, so now it's flat. So do that with this, do it with here. And you can see the finish is a lot glossier now with different, it's hard to see there, but it'll help. It makes, a lot of the ceramic coatings I've used have given a deeper look to the finish. So, all right, we'll do the other shock real quick. So the product is already kind of on there. I just put another dab or two. Keep the applicator wet. And then I apply my coating. Yeah, I don't have enough. So, a couple more dabs. And you'll see it, it's hard to explain on camera, but you'll see it start to go on. Let's see if I can get a better view in there. See how it just looks like it's wet? And that's just going over the icon sticker. So, and this should last, this coating DLUX is supposed to last 18 months, if not more. I'm only putting one coat on. Usually people put multiple coats. I just, like my wheels, I put 2 coats of this and 1 coat of gliss. But for these shocks, I'm just gonna do 1 coat to try and help them last a little bit longer, look a little bit nicer. And also it'll help them wash off nicer. They'll, when you spray them with the pressure washer, it'll bead more water. So we'll give them a second here. Then just wipe it smooth. Just to make sure. And you'll notice more with, like, I'll show you my wheels. I actually have a high spot, I think, on my wheels where I didn't get the product wiped down. So I'll show you on this black part, it kind of looks like a wet spot. So it's a small spot on my wheels. It's not a huge deal, but it is a mistake on my part. So I'll show you that so you can kind of get an idea of what a high spot looks like. But overall, the product is pretty easy to apply. I try to put the cap back on as much as possible so I don't dry out the product. But now we'll lift these up and I'll just wipe them down like you're washing them pretty much. They're kind of heavy, so. Oh, I'm gonna flip them. Just wiping them down. Just trying to make sure I get the product all over the entire part that I'm trying to coat. It's a little easier with black. Oh, this is getting heavy. It's a little easier with black. Sorry, got to focus with what I do. It's a little easier with black painted things just because you can see what looks wet where the coating actually is. Oh man, I need like something to hold these. So I'm just gonna kind of go over this like this. Then I need to put some more on my towel. And wheels are a lot easier because you don't have to try and hold them up like I'm doing with this. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to do a quick coat on these to try to help. Also, I have some updates for you on the 135. I got the first stage of the build done of Felicia's car. It's looking pretty good so far. So I'm just trying now to catch up on everything. I've been really busy with house projects and work. So I kind of wanted to make this video and show you guys a little bit of ceramic coating because I've had a lot of people ask me about it and ask me how to do it, and a lot of detailers I know make it sound like it's really hard to do all this, but in reality it's actually pretty easy to do, to ceramic coat. So I'm going to try to get these threads as best I can on the coilover themselves so they stay nice and don't get corrosion as bad. Then get the top hat here, keep them looking fresh. I need your guys' opinion. So I was gonna do an install video for these. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to, but the direction of the channel I'm kind of up in the air on. What would you guys like to see more of? What would you like to, I mean, sometimes I feel like I talk too much and don't like show you enough. Sometimes I feel like I show too much and gets kind of boring. So what is your guys' opinion on that? And kind of tell me what you think, because I'm kind of at a point where I need to start figuring out how I want the channel to be and kind of be a little more, I'm going brain dead today. Be a little more consistent with the way the channel is laid out and not just kind of all over the place. I know it's been hard for me with my anxiety and stuff, and compulsiveness and to be about one thing. I mean, obviously, if the Civic over here is still in the same spot it was last time I made a video, so it's definitely, that's the way I am, is just all over the place kinda, but hopefully some input from you guys, what you want to see, will help me kind of go from there, and we can make this channel more entertaining. But all right, so that's it. Yeah, it's probably not the super correct way to do it. Shouldn't be laying them all over my pants and stuff with it, but they now have a little bit of a coating on them, and I just wipe it down. It doesn't really matter. As long as you let them flash for a little bit, it starts to soak in. You don't have to worry about, you're not wiping the product off. Yeah, you're wiping a little bit of it off, but if you prep it right, it's going to grab into whatever you're wiping it on. All right. So now, I have an idea. I highly recommend these track mats for anybody looking for a mat to kneel on. They're really nice. I bought it for the racetrack, and I've been using it since at home, and it works really, really good. So all right, I'm gonna put some more coating on the towel, about 5 or 6 drops, and then I'm gonna do this last coil over. Start from the top and work my way down. Oh yeah, it's a lot easier. A lot easier when I have a stand. So do the top. And if you can see in the camera, it's kind of, when I wipe over it, it's kind of giving it a wet look, like it's wet. So that's kind of how you know that you're getting the product on. Silver things, it's hard to tell because obviously you can't see it looks wet. You kind of got to just keep track. That's the most important thing with ceramic coating. That's what makes it hard, is you have to be super organized with how you, so like I'm keeping track right now of where I'm at, and I'm just working my way slowly around. So now I'm going to do the inside of the shock body. Put some more product on. Make sure. Some more product on there. All the way around till I hit the bottom of it. All right, so now we're good there. Now I'm just gonna spin the spring around, do the spring. All right, perfect. Flip it. Then put a little bit more product on. And do the cups. So it doesn't take too long to do this, it's just tedious work. I'll show you the wheels out after this, and I did the barrels of the wheels, so every inch of them is coated. All right, there we go. I'm gonna get some coating on my chair. Whoops. Should be slick now. All right, so, oh, I didn't let that set as long as I probably should have. I'll flip it. I'll do the top first. Ooh. Yeah, that'd be a good one on the camera, is drop my brand new coilovers. Sure, that would get me lots of views. Everybody likes destruction for some reason. But, all right. So now I'll just level the coating. Going in between. And it's not a huge deal me leveling the coating on these. It's more of a big deal on like a wheel or a painted surface that's flat that you're gonna see like in the sunlight and whatnot, because then you'll see, as I'll show you, the high spots, and that really looks bad on paint and stuff. But these aren't, so that's why I'm kind of rushing through them just to get them coated. All right, salt protection. Oh, I missed a little bit of coating. All right, so we're done with that. Make sure after you're done, you always cap your coating so it doesn't go bad. And once you open a coating, most of the time it's only good for, I think most companies say about 6 months it's good for, and then it's not, then it's bad. So then you buy new. So once you break the seal. So all right, take these gloves off, grab the camera. They're done. They do look a little shinier now that they're coated. I'll also show you the wheels. These are the new wheels for the new project. They're KMCs with a 285/70/17. I think this is the first one I did, and that's where the spot is. Yeah, it's hard to see. Trying to look for it now. I don't really see it. Oh, nope, it's right there. So if you look, can't really see it in this. No, maybe in the shade. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but if you look right there, you see it looks like a slight wet spot. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, there you go. All right, sorry, the camera died there. But as you can see, that's what a high spot looks like. And it's not a huge deal. I mean, you really have to look to see it, but it's still, that's one of the main concerns when you do ceramic coating, and why you need to stay organized and just make sure when you wipe everything down, you level out the coating real nice. But behind me is the 135i. We did a couple things to it, nothing major, just like a nice simple build, but here it is. We went with, let me focus out on this. We went with rotiform wheels on it. They're 18 by 8.5 with a plus 35 offset, or 45, 35 or 45. But front tires are 225, 40, 18. And the rears are 255. So the rears got some good meat to them. I wanted to, they're 255, 35, 18. I just wanted to have that nice staggered look. I like it from the back. Gives it aggressive look. Now everybody needs to go and tell Felicia that she needs to lower it. It's a little too high for my likings, but she's still learning to drive lowered cars. She's not really used to it, so get her used to it, and then maybe hopefully she'll want to lower it and give it that real nice spot on stance. It won't be super low, but I'd like to just lower it a couple more inches, give it a more aggressive look. So thanks for watching. That was kind of just a little update, and I just want to show you guys a little bit about ceramic coating from my side. I'm not an expert at all, but I just want to show you how easy it actually is. So don't be super scared of it. If you mess up, you could always polish it off. So like my wheel, I could get some polish out and polish my wheel and it'll come off. It doesn't wipe off, but it'll polish off. And then I could recoat it, but it's not, their wheels are not a huge deal to me. They're probably going to get changed soon after. Stay tuned. Hopefully in the next few days, I'm going to get started on a new project, and hopefully you guys join me. Thanks, till next time.